smiley faces. There you go, Gord. Gord gave a couple of hearts. Gord is also another member of that group, and I have learned more by watching this man's work than I ever have in. I have 3 degrees. Here I go again. Broken record. I said this before in a previous show. I promised myself I wouldn't say this, Nick. Look how much of a dope I am. I have learned more by watching Nick, by watching Brian, by watching Gord and Steve and Tim Knox and others. Great group. About marketing, about branding, about professionalism in this very important space. Nez Nation, my students are watching this. I have a few students who are on right now. I've been telling you guys this day in and day out. If you're not paying attention to what's happening in your current zeitgeist, the climate of the times, you're missing out. This is
Big
what
time.
it is. Professor Nez loves this. And again, I don't think this is for everybody. I think you have to love this to do it. But at the same time, you got to be intelligent and understand where things are moving, right? Where things are moving in the current, space. And
If you don't mind me jumping in, you were talking about you were talking about the importance of loving doing it. And that's a huge factor on any of this stuff. If you're trying to create a presence on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is, you have to really be into it. You can't just say, okay, well, I'm going to do this because I think that it's good for me or because I think that it's good to, to expand my brand exposure or whatever. You have to actually be into it, because the initial process of getting started, it's frustrating. It takes time. There's a learning curve. There's all of these struggles that everybody goes through when they're first getting started. And the actual passion or the actual love for what it is that you're doing is what gets you through that initial process when you're first starting out. And it's what makes or breaks everything as far as, your message out.
Absolutely, Nick. I couldn't agree more. And that was in one of his videos, was it not, Nick? You said that very same exact phrase, which getting you through, because I got to be honest with you, Nick, I was producing video, and actually Nick told me, Nick is one of these guys who, and Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have 20,000 subscribers?
I'm 22, just crossed 22.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I stand corrected.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's moving fast.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm approaching 4,000 new subscribers a month.
Oh my God, dude! I'm so proud of you, dude. You deserve it.
Thanks.
Much deserved. So,
thanks, I appreciate it.
Nick's one of these guys who I'm nobody, Nez Nation. Literally, I'm nobody, right? Nick takes the time out, and this is something that I think Brian and Tube Ritual really advocates. Nick took the time out. He looked at my channel, and he literally and Gord, who's watching right now, Gord has been an amazing help as well, because he's heavily involved in the group and he does amazing work himself. He took the time out. Nick said, "Yeah, I looked at your channel. Literally, I got this message through YouTube. Yeah, I looked at your channel. I think you need to post more. I think you need to clean this up more." And he literally gave me, he didn't have to do this. I wasn't paying him. I wasn't somebody who had really anything to offer him other than just, my humble admiration. And he took the time out to, and I'm kind of stroking him right now, and maybe he's embarrassed right now. I don't mean to, but.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. I mean, I try to do that as often as I can. I can't do that for every person, but, when people reach out to me, and I look at their channels and I see, I get an idea of what it is they're trying to do. When I see other people trying to help people in some way, and your content helps people, when I see other people trying to help people, it's an honor for me to hop in and make a few suggestions that might help them grow a little bit faster or might help them get a little bit more traction, because, the more that I can help somebody that's trying to help people, then the better everything's going to be in the world. Right?
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Gord says in the comments, heads down and work hard. Absolutely. Amen to that, Gord. Chosen Boy says, I subscribe to a lot of channels, but Nick Nimmin stands out by his passion to genuinely help others. I think that's priceless, Nick. And here's what I was going to say, Nick, really quickly, especially the new live streams. Chosen Boy, that's awesome. And we're going to talk about YouTube mobile, because it is huge. And Nick, being the man of integrity that he is, told me before we went on the air, he said, Peter, I want to let you know, I'm not an expert live streamer. This isn't my specialty. This is something that I'm very interested in doing, and I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to, experiment, but this isn't something that his specialty is in the more kind of pre-recorded, premeditated, pre-scripted videos, which are just phenomenal. I mean, never mind the technical prowess, but the content and the value. Your quote on your page, the Einstein quote. Remind me again what that says. Do you know that by heart, or do you have to search it?
Yeah, gosh, what is it?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but it was so
no,
beautiful.
it's okay. But
because I use Einstein quotes in my class. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something along the lines, instead of striving for success, strive to be of value.
That's it.